First, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. Great job, citizens. Those that came as an individual today, I am proud of. I stand with you. I want to talk about light rail. There's been a lot of talk about light rail. I went to Travis County Commissioner's Court, and the city people that are working on this plan presented their ideas. Just a word, I've lived in other cities, and I've lived in other cities where there was light rail. And my first assessment of it is, while it might be fun to ride and enjoyable, it is wasteful. All you're going to be able to do is one line. Look at what we have now that goes out to Leander, and I used to work right at Saltillo Plaza. There's no one on that train. It's a complete boondoggle. It's a waste of money. Where I used to live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, there's a light rail from the airport to downtown, which was very helpful, and I used it. But I will say that even then, I still had to connect with a bus to get to my house. So the actual bus that went from the airport to my neighborhood was actually faster. Amazing. So people up north in Minnesota, they ride buses. They ride buses here right now in Austin and in Texas. And what we need to do is just expand the bus service. More night owl buses, more frequent stops, more frequent trips. But you can no longer ignore us. We're going to speak out against light rail and condemn it, because we are now a political force. This is a peaceful political revolution that is overwhelming us, overwhelming our sweet land, and we prefer for you to be a part of it rather than a hindrance. Join us. Join us, dear Bastrop, Hayes, Caldwell, Williamson counties. Join our efforts to stem waste that starts with light rail. Think efficiently on the matter. It sounds to me like Austin wants trolleys, streetcars, trams, whatever you want to call them. If that's true, then Austin should have the sole responsibility to fund it. Don't let the big city bureaucrats snicker us into an untimely and costly mistake. Why don't we have a trial run of the trams or the streetcars? Put one on Guadalupe Street. It can go from Cesar Chavez to Koenig Lane. Same thing. One on South Congress. Goes all the way to the Capitol. One on Lamar. All the way from South Austin up again to 2222. This is what we need to do. I ride my bicycle. I rode my bicycle here. And I don't think I'm going to use light rail, because I haven't yet, because it's not useful. It's not where I go. It goes out to Leander, which I respect. I think it's helpful for people. But let's look at what's reasonable, what's responsible, and what is fiscally sound. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dafoe. Those are the 4 residents who signed to speak on the citizen communication. Item number 2 is